Hi everyone, today 5 properties I'm sharing with you, $55,000 and less. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. Your cup is full of happiness and your glass is full of gratitude. So 5 properties, $55,000 and less. Why not check them out, right? And this is where we're going to begin in West Virginia. So if any of you are looking to be somewhere around the Appalachia, this one might suit your needs. It's $55,000 on a little more than a quarter of an acre with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with 1,352 square feet. It's at 826 Meadow Drive in New Martinsville, West Virginia, 26155. It's only been on the market 3 days. It was built in 1950. So let's check it out and see how much house we're getting for our money in New Martinsville, West Virginia. And so we will be in Wetzel County with this house, and the population is just under 14,500 people. Looks like we're getting a shingle roof, block foundation, and as always, the listing addresses and the listing agencies are always found in the description box below the video. And be sure to meander through the episodes. The one before this, I showed you properties that were under $30,000. And these look as though we could move right in them. So there's your furnace right there. Nice. It's a Concord furnace in the basement. $55,000 house, you guys. Why not check them out, right? Look at the kitchen. We could totally salvage that kitchen. Looks like it has a laminate countertop, double sink with a window above it, cabinets, gas range with an overhead microwave, a dishwasher, and this is a $55,000 house that's been placed on the market to be sold. And remember, you can always make offers, you can have home inspections. Go check them out. How's everybody out there doing? Happy Sunday, everybody. Cheers. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. Spring's right around the corner, you guys. I can feel it. The birds are singing. Look at this. Nice. $55,000 in New Martinsville, West Virginia. Now, those might be laminate floors. Very pretty rooms, though. Look how clean this is. There's your bathroom. Has vinyl flooring, good-sized bathroom. And the median home values in this area of the county are right around $120,000 to $130,000. So there's room for equity growth, and they're asking $55,000 for this house. And 826 Meadow Drive, that's a pretty address. Let's see where we are on the map. You're going to have a lot of local amenities. You're near the Ohio line, so this is west side of West Virginia. So we're right near Adeline. We're southwest of Adeline, south of Proctor. We're east of Antioch and Woodsfield. So let's see here. We have Morgantown, West Virginia right over here to the east. And then if you want to move over into Ohio, you've got Columbus right over here to the west of us. So this is northwest West Virginia, I would say. Here's Clarksburg down to the southeast, Bridgeport, Fairmont, Marietta and Parkersburg are down to the south. Wheeling is right up here to the north of us, and then Pittsburgh isn't too terribly far in the distance either, north of this. So here we are on the satellite view, and this is a little bit more than a quarter of an acre. And there you go. Square parcel right there at 826 Meadow Drive, and this is New Martinsville, West Virginia, 26155, $55,000 house. And when we look at the listing, it says, discover the potential of this 3-bedroom, 1-bath house located at the end of a quiet street. And you do have a double lot to enjoy some extra privacy. While the home does need some work, it's being sold as is. It's a solid opportunity, it says. Motivated seller also. And when we look at the history on this, let's see, this one does have some history. It was listed in July of last year for $90,000. Then they've reduced it several times, then they removed it, and then they listed it, and now it's $55,000, and the house is 76 years old. And that, again, is New Martinsville, West Virginia, and that is 26155. Not a bad little house right there, I would say. Looks like you could move right in there. And with warm weather coming, if you could park a camper nearby or right in the yard and spruce it up if you want, but looks like it's in pretty good shape. But again, go check it out, right? Okay, now we're going to head into Pennsylvania. This isn't too terribly far from the other house. This one is in Monongahela, Pennsylvania, not far from Pittsburgh. You're about 25 miles from it. This house states it's a foreclosure at $51,000. Beautiful woodwork in this place. 504 Marne Avenue, and that's Marne, and that's Monongahela, Pennsylvania. Pardon me if I'm mispronouncing that. And that's 15063. This house has 2,324 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms for $51,000. Built in 1918, been in the market only 5 days. Let's check it out. And as I mentioned previously in other episodes, when these banks have these foreclosures, they do not want to hang on to these houses forever. So always feel free to make an offer. So you're going to stay physically fit going up your hill here. But it looks like we have a beautiful covered porch. Looks like this may be a brick house. Look at this, $51,000 in your 25 miles or so from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sweet kitchen. Looks like you're getting stainless refrigerator. Does have a dishwasher in the island with a double sink. Wow, nice bathroom. Look at that. Tub and shower combination, some tile work, elongated countertop there. Needs some cleanup. Looks like it's been closed out for a while. You can ask the agent how long it's been vacant. You can do a little research yourself. Now this one is going to be in Washington County. Population is around 211,000 people. And in Martinsville, West Virginia, the county was Wetzel County, if I forgot to mention that. Look at how nice this is. Looks like you're getting vinyl flooring in that kitchen. This is really pretty. $51,000, you guys, outside of Pittsburgh. A lot less than rent. There you have slider doors to get you out to a deck. Then you've got another door on the opposite side. Look at all the beautiful cabinets. Looks like we're getting hardwood floor off that into the room off the kitchen. Nice. Make sure you leave me a comment, you guys. Let me know where you're viewing from, because it's always great to have everybody here. Definitely hit the notification bell, because that house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. Look at this house. Beautiful woodwork. Let me know what you guys are thinking. $51,000. Look at this. Beautiful window seat. There's your radiator heaters. Looks like it has a fireplace. This is really pretty. If any of you have been saving your money, check this one out. Maybe you got a big bonus recently. You're going to get some tax money back. You've been saving. Maybe you just graduated. Maybe you want to move into a bigger house or a smaller house, depending on how you look at it. This one looks mighty fine. And this one again is Monongahela, Pennsylvania in Washington County. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is really pretty. Love the flooring. Now, it looks like it has vinyl windows, but again, go check it out in person. Have those home inspections, but this is beautiful from what I'm looking at. Somebody left me a comment and said they'd like to know what's in my coffee when I say that, how nice these houses are. Well, there's nothing in my coffee except for almond creamer with no sugar, and I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know what they're seeing, because for me, I see potential, I see possibilities, I see low prices that aren't $300,000, that are $100,000, and I say, why not take a look at these? Why not save houses? People need houses, and houses need people, right? I say, let's check them out, because they may not be as in rough shape as photographs sometimes show. Sometimes, yes, it can work the opposite way, but when they're $55,000 and less, when they're $35,000 and less, when they're $75,000 and less, I say, let's take a closer look. Look at that room. That is beautiful. Look at the wood on the ceiling. Slider windows. That's a very nice house right here for $51,000. And it does state it's a foreclosure. So somebody go check this out. Looks like you're getting a mini split. This house has character, charm, potential, size. And you're right outside of Pittsburgh. And I'm telling you, $51,000 is a lot less than paying rent in the Pittsburgh area. So this might be upstairs bedrooms. Nice, you got some built-in drawers. Yeah, this is really nice. $51,000. There's your basement. Looks like it's insulated. So a lot of potential there. There's your laundry and a water heater, utility sink. If the appliances work, it's more money that you're going to save, right? And it's one less thing you got to move in there that's heavy up those stairs. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so let's get some more information. 504 Marne Avenue, and that's Monongahela, Pennsylvania, 15063. And let's check out the street view. There you are up the hill. Look at your green vegetation. That would be really pretty. So you are in a neighborhood. Do have sidewalks. Might have a nice view from up there. Very pretty. Let's see here. Let's check it out on the map. Little City Coffee's right nearby. You've got Del Torre's Pizza. You got an aquarium. You're right near the river. Nice. Okay, so we're going to scroll out. Here's Webster, and here's Courtney. And let's see here. Washington's over here to the west. There's Pittsburgh right up here to the north of us. So we have Clairton, Bethel Park to the north, Canonsburg to the northwest, and down below us we have Menneson and California and Brownsville, Pennsylvania. Right there you are, right above Bentleyville also. You're not far off of 70 and 76. And here's your satellite view. Right near the river. There you go. Nice rectangular parcel with a lot of trees. Very nice. $51,000, and the listing states, welcome to 504 Marne Street, a spacious and character-filled house offering 2,324 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, and a rare 0.45 acre lot, almost half an acre right outside the city of Pittsburgh. Privacy and separation while still being located in the heart of an urban area. Nestled on a gentle hillside, property is tucked away, feeling perfect for buyers who want breathing room without sacrificing walkability. Nice. And when we look at the history on this one, this was, let's see. This has some history. It was sold in 2009 for $99,000. Then they listed it and removed it. Then they listed it for $125,000. They reduced it, removed it several times. Then they sold it in 2018 for $96,000, it states. And now they're asking $51,000, and the house is 108 years old. Very, very nice. That's worth looking at. In person, I would say $51,000 house on almost a half an acre with more than 2,300 square feet of living space, and you're around 25 miles from Pittsburgh. Sweet find for somebody right there. All right, now we're going to head into Oakfield, Georgia. Look at this cute little place. This is a country property, and it's on 1/4 acre, so you may get the well, the septic, utilities here. It's $49,900, so we're reducing the price. This is 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with 916 square feet at 1270 Story Road in Oakfield, Georgia, 31772. So in Oakfield, Georgia, we're in Worth County, where the population is just under 22,000 people. Let's check this one out. And it's, again, in Oakfield. It's 31772. Look how cute this little place is. A little ranch. It's bigger than a tiny house, right? Look at that. Super cute pop of color with that yellow. You've got an enclosed porch on the front. Looks like you may have a fenced yard. Shingle roof. Yeah, look at this. You are in the country. It's got a fenced yard all the way around it, looks like. Now, it states it's 1/4 acre. There may be more land available. You could check that out. Look at this. There's that paneling that we all love. $49,900. Oakfield, Georgia, and Worth County. Median home values here are right around $100,000. And in the Washington County, Pennsylvania area, they're $230,000. So a lot of room for equity growth with all of these houses. There's your bathroom. Nice. Vanity looks good. Lid, people, the lid. We're just going to close it up. Now it looks like there's vinyl flooring in that bathroom. You've got a tub and shower combination with a window. This might need a little attention, but it's $49,000. This is cute. So there's your kitchen sink with a window above it. Looks like aluminum windows. There's a freezer there. You could move that out. You may need some flooring in the kitchen. But again, we're looking at $49,000, right? We don't expect these to be new and shiny and in perfect condition. But for the money, I think they look fabulous. Yeah, this is sweet. Look at that. 1/4 acre, all fenced in. Beautiful trees. I bet that's really pretty in person. If you're looking in the country, this is Oakfield, Georgia. Small population of just under 22,000 people here in Worth County. The roof looks pretty good. But again, have those home inspections. Plenty of room for a fire pit. Have some people over. I don't mind coming to Georgia, you guys. Plenty of room to entertain. Very pretty. That's nice. Oakfield, Georgia right there. 1270 Story Road. And let's check it out. See if we can see a street view. So it looks like you do have another neighbor. But look at this. There's your camper. You want to camp out? Wow, that is country. Very pretty. Look at this. You are out there. 49,000. Where are we on the map? Okay, so let's see here. We are southeast of Cheehaw. We are... Acre is down here to the south. You've got Terrell over to the east. And let's see, scroll out a little bit more. Columbus, Georgia's up there to the northwest. You've got Sylvester, Moultrie. Tallahassee's not too far in the distance, just south of this. Just south. And we have Macon, Georgia and Atlanta up there to the north. And let's see, you've got Fitzgerald and Douglas and Tifton and Sylvester over to the east. Blakely, Eufaula, and Ozark over to the west, along with Dothan down to the south. Here's your satellite view. And again, this is a 1/4 acre. Thereabouts. I bet this was part of a larger parcel. There you go, triangular parcel. A lot of trees in the back. And you can ask if there's more land available. And that's $49,900 on a 1/4 acre. Been on the market 33 days. And that is a 1969 build. Property is being sold as is. That's all that they say in the description. And it's 57 years old. It was just listed. And the total assessment is $818 on 23,785. But you can always call the county clerk's office, and that would be Worth County for the accurate tax records. All right, that's a sweet little place there. $49,900, little ranch in the country in Oakfield, Georgia. Now we're going to head into Marienville, Pennsylvania. Look at this pretty place. This is like a Cape Cod style. $49,000. The listing states it's a foreclosure. It's sitting on an acre of land. This house, too, has over 2,200 square feet of living space. And it's at 230 Cherry Street in Marienville, Pennsylvania, 16239. It's been on the market 108 days, built in 1940. So let's check it out. How much house are we getting for our money? In Marienville, PA. Look at how pretty this is. Nice. That roof looks pretty good. But again, check it out. Have those home inspections. So in Marienville, PA, we're in Forrest County. Population is just under 6,800 people. This is cute. So we're going to have to look past some personal belongings with this one. But you do have a little outbuilding right there. Little brick outbuilding with a shingle roof. Look at this. Hardwood flooring. Wow, this is pretty. $49,000 house right here. Look at that. Beautiful attached 2-car garage. Block foundation. Got a pop of color that matches my blouse today, you guys. Look at that. Was not planned. This is pretty. Looks like a blacktop driveway. Gonna need a rake, maybe a leaf blower. Wow, a lot of windows. Yeah, this is super cute. I bet we're going to find some character inside of this one. That's what it's all about here. Houses with low price and high potential, character, charm, and houses that sometimes people just overlook. Look at this. It's got a fireplace, and I bet we're going to find hardwood floor beneath that carpet. Nice archways. Okay, so there's your kitchen. Look at this. Oh, and look at the flooring. So here when you walk in, you've got your little hat rack there. You've got a dishwasher, built-ins. This has potential, you guys. You could work right off of that flooring. Very cool. Those might be Now, they look like they could be wood cabinets. They might be metal cabinets. Looks like they might have just left this one. And there's your wall sink. And there we have some carpet in the bathroom. And look at there's a window. We can just roll it up and toss it out that window. You've got vintage glass hardware on your door. Look at those hardwood floors. Beautiful. $49,000 in Marienville, Pennsylvania in Forrest County right here. Yeah, this has got potential. Closet space right there. This may be one of the bedrooms. Someone's going to have to go check this one out, scoop it up, call it home. 2-car attached garage, and your address would be 230 Cherry Street in Marienville, Pennsylvania. Very pretty. Let's check out the street view. Look at that. Oh my. Very pretty. You could put up fencing. You could plant new shrubs. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Let me know what you guys think of this one. You've got sidewalks for walkability. There's your neighbors. And you always research your neighborhoods and things, right? Do your research. And let's check out where we are on the map. Okay, so you're going to have some local amenities, including Beltina's Italian restaurant. Okay, where are we here? We're right above Lolita. And we're above Crown, Pennsylvania. Clarion is right down to the south, so we're not far off of Highway 80. Here's Brookville. You're right in the Allegheny National Forest for the most part there. Look at that. So you've got Ridgeway, Pennsylvania. Grove City's over here to the west, along with Youngstown, St. Mary's is over to the east. You've got Warren, Pennsylvania to the north, along with Bradford to the northeast. You're not too terribly far from the New York line. But here you go, right above Brookville and Clarion, PA, and Pittsburgh is going to be down here to the southwest. Look at that. Marienville, Pennsylvania. Sweet. Let's look at and this is 1 acre with a well, septic, utilities, 1 acre land, and this is $49,000. Look at that. Sweet. That's a sweet find right there. Nice. Got a DG right nearby and a grocery store. Yeah. 230 Cherry Street. And it states here it's been on the market 108 days, built in 1940. And it says here that it is a 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath home located on an acre. Doesn't say much else. And it was just listed in October of last year, and the house is 86 years old. And $1,961 taxes on $20,840 assessment. But again, call the county clerk's office for accurate tax records, and that's Forrest County. Sweet little house right there. Well, not even little. It's 2,264 square feet. It's very pretty. Has a lot of potential. All right, now we're going to head into Florida. Who's looking in Florida? This one is in Chattahoochee, Florida at 500 Morgan Avenue. This is $45,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,786 square feet. And this has a little more than 1/4 of an acre. And it's been on the market 19 days, and it was built in 1927. So in Chattahoochee, we are in Gadsden County. Population is just under 43,500 people. Let's check it out. How pretty is this? So you have a metal roof. You have a covered porch with some stonework and beautiful shrubs beneath it. How pretty is this? Looks like it's vinyl sided. This is very pretty. $45,000 the listing states. And again, the listing agencies and the addresses are found in the description box below the video. Look at that. That is very pretty. Now, it looks like you're up on brick pillars here. But again, check it out in person. Have those home inspections. $45,000 is the ask price. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. So there's your fireplace with some built-ins on each side. There's your carpet, and I bet we're going to find hardwood beneath it. This is the house out of all 5 that's going to need the most attention. And this one is in Gadsden County. Population is just under 44,000 people. Median home values here are right around $200,000. Wow, look at this. This has got potential. Chattahoochee, Florida right here. Now this is where it gets interesting. So we're going to have to remove some paint. Going to have to get our hands dirty. Yeah, needs attention. But there are possibilities, and there's also, there are ways to get that paint off the ceiling. There's all kinds of information you can find right here on YouTube. Look at that beautiful kitchen nonetheless. Wow, those cabinets are gorgeous. I love the hardware. Oh, and look at the sink. I kind of like how it's set off over on the left side, and you've got the 2 windows above your counter. Very nice. So it looks like we have linoleum floor in the kitchen. I love those cabinets. So we do see some ceiling issue there as well. But again, check it out in person, and you can make offers based on the results of your home inspection, the condition of the house. It may be priced accordingly. You never know till you get there, right? Wow, look at this. Yeah, there's a process to getting that paint off the ceiling, but it'd be well worth it. So here's your area for your stove right across from that sink. This would be a good one to see in person. Let me know which one you would choose. Regardless of the location, let me know which one you would choose and what you would do with it. Give me some creative ideas. That is very pretty. Pretty landscaping too. Another house needs its person, right? You have sidewalks right in the front. That might be a hibiscus tree with that pop of color. Now, there might be some, I don't know if that's shadowing or staining on the ceiling. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's why it's priced at $45,000. But it never hurts to look. Go check it out. So you do have some fuses. You may want to upgrade that electrical. There's your bathroom. That's nice. Vanity looks good. The sink looks good. There you do maybe tile work. There you do have a medicine cabinet. You've got a tub and shower combination. The commode lid is down, and you also have vintage hardware on this door. Nice. There's your wall sink. Now this has got to be saved. Somebody's got to save this one too, you guys. Who's looking? Chattahoochee, Florida right here. Yeah, look at that. There's your laundry room. Yeah, I'm wondering if it has some, if the interior has some water damage. Just never know until you get in there. Yeah, it looks like the roof might have leaked. Cool fixtures though. Still has the possibilities. And you can always make offers. Look at that. That is so pretty. Somebody needs to salvage this. Really. Okay, so we're at 500 Morgan Avenue. Another really pretty address. And that's Chattahoochee, Florida, 32324. Let's take a look at the street view. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? There's your walkability with your sidewalks. Looks like it's a corner lot. But again, do your research on the neighborhoods. Walk these neighborhoods. Talk to some neighbors. Drive around at different times of the day. But definitely somebody go check this one out. It's so pretty. That might have a little garage space. Let's see where we are on the map. Chattahoochee, Florida right here. Right near the Apalachicola, I can never pronounce that. Apalachicola River, and pardon me if I'm butchering that. Gotta lighten it up a little bit, you guys. I do sometimes mispronounce some words. I'm so sorry. So here we are near the Georgia line. East Bank Campground is right up there to the north. So we're right here in North Georgia near the Georgia line. And let's see here. What else have we got nearby? Oops, sorry about that. Got to come back down. So we have Greensboro over here in Sawdust. Here's Highway 10. Gretna's down here to the southeast. Sneeds is over here to our west. Lake Seminole is right beside us for the most part. So if you want to be really close to the Georgia line, and then we have Tallahassee down here to the southeast, Havana. You're going to have a lot of beautiful natural springs that are 72 degrees year-round. And if you've been with me for a while, you know how much I love those springs. They're just absolutely beautiful. And if you've never checked out those areas of Florida, I highly recommend doing it because it's another world. It's so gorgeous. And here you have Eufaula, Pine Island, Blountstown, White Springs, Lake Mystic down to the south of us. Here's Highway 10. So there you have it. And here is your parcel view on the satellite. There you go. Nice rectangular parcel. And that's 500 Morgan Avenue. Very cute house right there. $45,000 on a little more than a quarter of an acre. And it states here, well-established neighborhood in Chattahoochee, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, full of opportunity, featuring a front porch, hardwood flooring believed to be under the carpet and tile also. While the home needs extensive repairs, including electrical updates, sheetrock and ceiling work, the potential is undeniable. So when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed, and this house is 99 years old, and on an assessment of $40,871, states the taxes were $869. But again, call the Gadsden County Clerk's Office for accurate tax details. But if anyone's looking in Chattahoochee, Florida, this one's $45,000 list price, and it was built in 1927 on a little more than a quarter of an acre. Sweet find right there. And then this house here, again, is in Marienville. This one's on an acre with 2,264 square feet, and that house is $49,000. Then we have this one in Oakfield, Georgia. This one's $49,900 on a quarter of an acre. Then we go back into Pennsylvania in Monongahela. This one's $51,000 on almost a half an acre of land with 2,324 square feet of living space. And then this one here is in West Virginia for $55,000 on a quarter of an acre. So let me know what you guys think. Are these houses as nice as you thought for $55,000? Did you think they were going to be a little bit rougher around the edges? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next episode because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.